By the way, last week we promised we'd get into lifetimes, and we will, just not all at once. Lifetimes are like Rust's way of making sure your references don't live the data they point to. Think of it like a rental agreement between variables, and Rust is your lawyer. We'll touch on the basics today, but chapter 10 is where lifetimes really get their spotlight. For now, hang tight. So, as you can see here, our task is pretty cute. Now, it's useful. We added a description tag and leveled up our realism, but Structs really let us group our data into one powerful type. So your app stops looking like a spaghetti function signature. Here, Rust gets it. Writing a title is redundant. So if your variable matches the field name, just write title. And task, that means copy everything else from the old one, like magic, but legal. So here, essentially, what we're going to do is we're going to give our task life. And by that, we're going to use implement task block. We're going to create a new function, call it new, give it a title. This is what we're going to pass in. The priority as well. This is what we're going to pass in. We're going to give it the data type, UN8, and what's going to return? A new task for us. So here, we're just going to pass task title is equal to title. Then moving on, we're going to look at the description. We're just going to give it nothing right now. We can always update this later when the actual task is created. Priority, we just pass in priority. Tag, we're just gonna call this one Rust. Remember, all of these things, once you've created them, are going to be mutable. Next, we're going to create a new function, call it mark done. This one is essentially going to do what our previous mark done function did, but now it's part of the task. And that's it. Just like that, we've created our implementable tasks. Not all structs need names for their fields. Tuple structs are like minimalist structs, cool for things like RGB colors, where position matters more than name. Now, let's plug this into our project. Replace the manual struct creation with task new. And let's use task.markDone to clean things up. Boom! We're object-oriented now, minus the baggage. All right, now that we've created my task, we're going to print task before, and we're going to try and print task after. And if we did this correctly, we should see our results are going to print done false and done true. We're going to go into the terminal and we're going to do a cargo run main, and boom, done false and done true. So Rust has structs, and structs are just the beginning. What if we want our task to be in progress or archived? And that's next week, where we learn enums. Until then, keep building.